Malaysia is the world's second-largest palm oil producer. Palm oil is an everyday product which can be found in food, biofuels, or cosmetics. It's Malaysia's biggest agricultural export, but it could soon be banned by the European Union because it contributes to deforestation.
Earlier this April, the European Parliament passed a landmark legislation to tackle the issue. It requires companies to ensure products sold in the European Union have not led to deforestation and forest degradation. The law has triggered widespread ramifications for countries outside the EU.
They contribute about 3.6 metric ton per year. So if you look at in terms of
rasa memang kecewa lah kalau sawit kita tak dapat jual kerana inilah salah satu daripada mata pencarian kita.
Puluhan dari majoriti pendapatan dari dulu kita adalah sawit. Adang dia waris kepada ayah saya yang membesarkan saya pun sawit. Kalau ada support penting terdapat dari sawit memang boleh meringankan waris.
Malaysia's palm industry contributes 2.4 to their national GDP. However, being the second largest palm oil exporter of the world, the European market's ban on the commodity will most likely incur negative effects on Malaysia, as it closes the doors on existing consumers. Palm oil, a key component of the food we eat and the cosmetics we wear. Rich in vitamins, palm oil is celebrated as it brings wealth to the millions of farmers who depend on it for a living. But beneath its golden sheen lies a darker story, one that has severe repercussions for our planet. Despite its health benefits to humans and its significant contribution to Malaysia's economy, the production of palm oil is a double-edged sword with severe negative impacts on Mother Nature. Palm oil has been and continues to be a major driver of deforestation. Vast areas of some of the world's most biodiverse forests are being destroyed to make way for palm oil plantations. This deforestation is not only erasing these ancient forests, but also releasing millions of tons of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. The conversion of carbon-rich peat soils adds to the problem, significantly contributing to climate change. The destruction of these forests means the loss of critical habitats for many endangered species. The orangutan, pygmy elephant, and Sumatran rhino are just a few examples of wildlife pushed to the brink of extinction due to habitat loss. The palm oil industry also has a human cost. Exploitation of workers and child labor are still prevalent issues that need to be addressed. In June 2023, the European Union took a bold step to combat deforestation. The EU Deforestation Free Regulation, or the EUDR, came into force, imposing a ban on products linked to deforestation. This regulation mandates that anyone importing or exporting commodities linked to forest degradation into or out of the EU market must provide proof that their products do not originate from recently deforested land or contribute to forest degradation. Among the commodities heavily linked to deforestation is Malaysia's precious palm oil. Indonesia and Malaysia, which collectively account for 85% of the world's palm oil production, are directly impacted by the EUDR. Indonesia leads in both palm oil and biodiesel production, but Malaysia's economy is also deeply intertwined with this industry. The EUDR's new regulations severely impact Malaysia's palm oil exportation, threatening to cut off a significant market in the EU. While the regulation aims to protect the environment, it brings a host of challenges for Malaysia. For many Malaysian farmers, compliance with the EUDR is a daunting task. They lack the resources and awareness to meet the stringent EU guidelines. The regulation, despite its noble intentions, is difficult to implement on the ground and is seen by many as discriminatory against an industry in which so many rely on. As the global market may begin to favor palm oil-free products and seek more sustainable ingredients, the repercussions for Malaysia could be severe. Palm oil significantly contributes to Malaysia's GDP, and a decline in its exportation could lead to job losses and economic instability for countless households. By targeting an industry that the world is heavily dependent on, the EUDR risks dismantling the livelihoods of many. The challenges lies in finding a balance between environmental protection and economic sustainability. As we navigate this complex issue, the question remains: how do we protect our planet without sacrificing the well-being of those who depend on this industry? The future of palm oil and the many lives it touches hangs in the balance.
According to Malaysian locals interviewed on NSC TV, palm oil is the most efficient edible oil for land use. Malaysia is the second largest importer of palm oil, and Indonesia is the first. Both countries face backlash from outside nations as the palm oil industry is being accused of contributing to deforestation, child labor exploitation, and direct and indirect harm to wildlife. The boycott on products with palm oil have reached an extent of palm oil deflecting labels becoming popular and has significantly affected the livelihood of locals and the flow of the economy. The EU, or the European Union, has effectively passed the law of phasing out the use of palm oils in biofuels by 2030. The EU also agreed to ban goods that affect and contribute to deforestation unless manufacturers and importers prove they do not directly affect forests. The Malaysian government and palm oil plantation smallholders refute the bad image that other nations try to paint in viewing the palm oil industry into perspective. One of the main points of defense of the Malaysian palm oil industry is the ensured quality of palm oil. Out of all the edible oils produced in the world, palm oil is greatly demanded and produced due to its multiple usages as production raw material. The oil is rich in carotenoids, natural antioxidants, and has a fatty acid composition that is especially sought after in the food industry. Additionally, crude palm oil has a dramatically high squalene content compared to other vegetable-derived oils, which is a strong emollient that is used as a moisturizing agent in skincare and hair care products. Another claim of the industry refutes the accusation of significantly high contributions of the palm oil production industry to deforestation of primary forests in Malaysia. Palm oil plantation smallholders claim that deforestation is no longer a common practice among plantation holders and have cited the steady decline in the deforestation rate of Malaysian tropical forests from the year 2016 and beyond, attributing to the implementation of the Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil Certification Scheme and commitment to no deforestation, no peat, and no exploitation pledges.
The issue of palm oil production in Malaysia puts into perspective a modern problem that requires extensive research and development to find a suitable modern solution. On one hand, the protection of tropical forests, wildlife, and indigenous people are put into consideration when viewing the butterfly effects that comes with the extensive process of palm oil production, while on the other hand is a view into the group of people that suffer the greatest impact of the palm oil boycott and ban. Both sides of the controversy can only be satisfied if the palm oil production industry of Malaysia is completely transformed. Apart from sustainable practices, the greatest effort that the industry has to take into consideration is the complete termination of forest acquiring practices, as it harms considerably more life than the present practices conducted by the industry.
As such, the palm oil production sector should adopt the sustainability schemes under the Malaysian Palm Oil Green Conservation Foundation, which is developed to the industry's commitment to conserving the environment. And to maintain its stand as the largest importer of palm oil without compromising the environment, the Malaysian Sustainable Palm Oil Policy should be complied with, as cultivators are not allowed to plant new palm oil in peatland areas and convert forest reserve areas to palm oil cultivation.
Touted as the golden crop, a source of livelihood for millions of smallholders, Malaysia and Indonesia, two of the world's largest producers of palm oil, have banded together to protect interests of the commodity which they claim are now at stake.